Hey guys, welcome back. Again, my name is Agatha Achindu. Today we are making wholesome bread at home. This is the most simplistic recipe, especially for all you busy parents out there. You mix it at night, leave it. In the morning, you pop in the oven. I am going to make this bread with 5 ingredients. This is the time, with all the issues that we're having today with coronavirus and us having to rely on our immune system as our #1 defense. This is the time for us to really start eating real food and help our children eat the foods that's going to nourish them. If you take a look at a lot of commercial breads that's out there, some of them have up to 20 ingredients. And that's me being modest. A lot of these ingredients are synthetic ingredients and fillers that really does nothing when it comes to our health. It helps the bottom line. So this recipe, I've tweaked it in such a way that it will work just perfect for your kids, especially for the kids who, don't want to eat brown bread. So it's white, unbleached, unbrominated flour and whole wheat flour, so it's not as dense. This is a good place to start. Let's meet everybody where they are. So I am starting with 2 cups of unbleached white flour, and a cup of whole wheat flour. I'm going to add, again, this is how simple this recipe is. It's ridiculous. 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. When I add the yeast, this is a little trick. The 1/2 teaspoon of yeast, I am going to put away from the salt, so the salt doesn't start deactivating that yeast. So I'll put it on a different side. And then 1.25 cup of warm water with 2 tablespoons of raw honey. I am adding my honey in the water, and I'll mix that. Again, this is 5 ingredients only, and it really takes no time on your end because you don't have to knead this bread. You can make this recipe when you guys are going to bed. Just mix it and set it aside. It can rise, you can give it 18 to 24 hours. Anything after 12 hours is good. So I mix my salt, my yeast, and the flour. And I am pouring my honey water. And that's it. I am going to mix this. And it will look funny, but that's good. And then one tip that bakers will tell you, of course I'm no baker, but bread doesn't like air, so draft and all that. When we do this, I'm going to use a saran wrap and cover it and keep in an area that doesn't have a lot of draft, even though it's going to be properly sealed. And I'll leave that overnight. So notice my bowl. I've just mixed it until everything is off from the side. This is where you want to get. And I am going to seal this airtight and keep overnight. I want to give this at least 16 to 18 hours for it to double in size, and then it will get ready for the oven. So my bread has been proofing overnight, maybe around 16 hours. And I'm getting ready to bake it. So you see the magic with this. No kneading. We didn't have to spend hours going through. I just mixed it and then put it in there. So this is the last process before bake. I'll take it out of here and fold it and let it sit for about 45 minutes. We want it to double again. At this point, my Dutch oven is in the oven. My Dutch oven pot, it's in the oven, heating at 430 degrees for 30 minutes. So by the time this is ready, double proofing, it will be time for me to pop it in the oven. You want to make sure that your hands are dusted well, because this is sticky. And I am just going to dump this here. I want to roll it over and kind of tuck it, if that makes sense. This is the simplest recipe. You actually don't have to do much. Again, make sure hands are floured properly, and you just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk in, and you have this nice little bowl. I'll put it back here. And just drop it. This again, ta-da! This is ready for the oven. So a reminder again, my Dutch oven, this pot has been in the oven for 30 minutes because I preheat the pot. I am going to try my hand again. I'm not your baker, to just use a blade and kind of dent this bread a little bit. This makes me feel so good. I am going to dump this and then cover, moving this into the oven. For the first 30 minutes at 400, I would bake with the lid on, because again, we're trying to steam the bread. After 30 minutes, I will take the lid off and then continue baking to the rest, until it's ready. All right? Ta-da! You just made your bread. If you're going to make this, I'm assuming that you're going to make, look at how fluffy. You can see how it bounces back. And again, remember, you didn't do anything. You mixed it, left it overnight, proofed it again in the morning, and put in the oven. It's that simple, with 5 ingredients, not 24 or 30 ingredients in some cases that you find in a lot of commercial bread. This is something that the kids can make, or you can make. Again, this is the most basic. If you're interested in sourdough or something more advanced, leave a comment. Let me know when you make this bread. Thank you. Enjoy.